title again. I had 2 jobs. Alright. Well, on the top left, we have our Teal Protoss, UltraMan. You can introduce our Terran player if you'd like. Alright, so Haruka volunteered for this, so maybe he's got something special in mind for us. Some sort of interesting build or something. Like, I know anytime I get to play a show match against a Terran, I like to do Proxy Immortals because it's funny and no one knows what's going on, including me. And then UltraMan, he wasn't quite sure what a show match was, and he wasn't really sure how this was going to work, so maybe I should explain it for others who don't really know. Basically what I was wanting to do with this is cast these games, and at the same time as casting, I kind of want to coach. Like, I want to practice coaching so I can get better at it, and I think this is one way that I could kind of help 2 players at one time. Obviously the coaching won't be quite as good because I won't be paying solely attention to what you're doing, but I can still kind of pick up on things that you're doing and different habits that you might have. Like, for this, for example, UltraMan's taking his gas first. You don't really want to do that. And he canceled it, so I guess he knows that too. Alright, he just said shit. I think he realized he forgot his gateway. Alright. He knows he messed up. It's all good if you know you messed up. And Aragon, if you'd like to play after this, just there's a chat channel called the Bronze League Arena. If you join that, it'll be a lot easier for me to find you and be able to invite you and everything. So that'll help me quite a bit. And I'll try and find you a game you can play after this series is over. I don't believe there's any objections to that. And so our Terran player looks like he's doing a pretty standard build. If I were to watch him right now, I wouldn't say he was a Bronze Leaguer. And he is getting a Marine first. He made his gas, so he needs to put some SCVs in there. Let's see, UltraMan needs to get his. There's the Cyber Core. I'm just glad he's not doing Anade's build. The other Protoss I had, he would go pylon, forge, gateway. Yeah, every game. And then he wouldn't make warp gate, so he made me sad. Yeah. I was like, come on, man, just please. And then he was like, where do I get it? And then I was like, oh, okay, now things make sense. And like, that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to really figure out how to coach, is like the basic understanding. Like, for example, right now it's really easy for me to coach someone who's usually like plat or diamond because they have a basic understanding. I just have to help them out with some builds and reactions to what they scout and whatnot. But like bronze players and newer players, I just generally have to kind of give them the ground floor for everything, which is a little bit harder for me to do. Because I really don't want to mess that up, you know? Like, it's one of those things, if I fuck up telling you how to do this, you might do it wrong the whole rest of the time you play. And I would feel so bad about that. And UltraMan's not really using any of his chrono boosts. In fact, his Nexus is full energy now. Should probably start chronoing out some probes. Oh man, his Zealot's getting kited to hell. Send your Stalker. Send the Stalker.
And his name is John C.
We now have a stalker named John Cena. Thank you, Aragon Rules, for the follow. Hope you're enjoying this, and I hope I can give you some good advice whenever we get around to seeing your games. Alright, so Haruka's got quite a bit of spare supply. He's got 2 Reapers that aren't doing a whole lot. You should probably get those on the other side of the map. Get them doing something. Oh, yeah, he should probably turn that into an orbital first. Never delay your orbital, guys. Unless you're doing some sort of Super Gosu next level cheese that involves you planetary rushing, never skip your first orbital. And then here's another thing. I see a lot of, like, for me, even whenever I was in bronze through gold pretty much, anytime I would get blink, it was pretty much like a wasted investment because either I was too slow to react or I wasn't paying attention to my stalkers when they got attacked, so blink just ended up being a wasted thing. Like, it was literally only good for all inning. Like, I would get my observer there and blink the units in the base, and that was about it. Everything else was just them dying. So I really don't recommend getting blink unless you get really good at using it. I would recommend just waiting and getting charge, because charge lots are pretty fucking good if I do say so myself. We got a scan going down, and he doesn't see anything of UltraMan's. He misses all the tech. So right now, he doesn't know anything that UltraMan's doing. He just knows that there's at least 2 gateways because he saw 2 units warping in. If he was paying attention to that. Yeah, he only has vision of 1 gateway, but I'm saying, like, whenever the scan was going down, 2 units were warping in, so he might have noticed that. Is there a robo bay going down? Or facility, rather. No, it's bay. Yeah, I always get them mixed up, too. Fucking Protoss. Alright, we've got a pretty heavy supply block here for Haruka. He does have 1-1 on the way. Question is, does he have an armory? If he doesn't have an armory, then it's just going faster than... Let's see here. He took most of his gases at his natural pretty early. I wonder if he's going to do anything with that. He supply blocked again. That stings a bit. He might want to drop a few supply call downs. There's a hallucinated phoenix coming across the map, which should scout out pretty much anything he needs to see. Alright, so let's see. What's he going to see? He's going to see everything. These 2 engineering bays researching. Oh man, the Terran doesn't have stim. He hasn't started stim either. He does have combat shield. Yeah. The one thing I would say is that this push could be really scary, because he's got a ton of Marines with combat shields. But if he waits too much longer, it's going to be too late. Like, once Colossus... Oh man, he's so supply blocked. He's dropped 4 pylons. It's going to be a long time before that Colossus even gets started. So, since he saw that push out sitting right there, usually what I would like to do is drop a pylon out in front of my natural, and then drop a cannon or 2, because it's really hard for, like, non-medevac bio to push into cannons and stalkers and Colossus. It's just too much damage. That is a good thing to point out, because with the armory coming down so late, like, the 1-1's been done for a long time. He could have had 2-2 probably about a third of the way done if he would have had that going. To be honest, I don't think the Terran's going to attack until he gets his first set of medevacs. That would be whenever I would attack. Like, as soon as I get the first 2 medevacs out, I would send the 2 medevacs in the main, and then I would attack the natural at the same time. But hopefully stim would be done before then, because, you know, that would be a lot better, but I think it could still work. Yeah. So the only thing I don't like about him sitting this army out there, though, is like if there was like a warp prism or something to fly in, he'd be so out of position. Obviously he's safe from that, but if he wasn't, he would be in a lot of trouble. We've got 1-1 finishing up for the Protoss now. And he's got 1 Colossus. He's got... Oh my god, I didn't even realize he put down a second Robo. That second Robo, man. He's got a Dark Shrine, and I don't see any turrets. There are no turrets. If he warps in DTs and sends them across the map, they're going to be really good. This third might get cancelled. We'll see. There's only 2 medevacs with this army, so like 1 big stim and he's going to be in trouble, you know. But we'll see how that goes for him. He's scanning to make sure there are no observers, I believe, but there are definitely not. Where is the Protoss army? Where'd the Protoss army go? What the hell? Why? Well, he's gonna lose this natural now. For free. Oh man, that move command. Oh, why? No, don't fight up the ramp! Terran doesn't fight up ramps! No, that's... Oh my god, that hurts. Oh! Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! He's calling him out! If I was Haruka there, I would have just knocked down the Nexus and then got the hell out. That would have been my goal. Yeah, I mean, he lost, you know, a few workers. Let's take a look here. He lost 9 workers. You know, big deal whenever you kill an entire Terran army. Like, luckily the Terran is on 3 bases, so replenishing that army isn't impossible right now. But still, you don't want to lose an army like that. And right now, this Protoss army moving across the map isn't huge, but because of the army he just killed off, it might be enough to actually do a lot of damage. The only thing I'm worried about is there are no zealots with this. On top of the fact that there's no zealots, there's not a whole lot of anti-air. There's 5 stalkers. I wonder if John Cena... Oh my god, he just hallucinated like 4... Yeah, he hallucinated 4 Colossus. I think this is actually going to work. That's some next level strats right there. I don't even think to do that half the time. Oh man. BM League, GG! I need Boo's GG button.